Welcome to another Women and the Series with Nzetobo Sigwe, Ezekolomo. Today I want to discuss a very interesting topic. Stopping dream sex. Stopping dream sex. Last year I did a video on dream and I said I'm going to do a kind of follow-up video. I don't know whether this is a follow-up video on dream, but let's see. Having sex in the dream is seen by many as spiritual attacks or events beyond their control. Some see this act as nothing, while some see it as a big deal. Those who see it as a big deal have tried or prayed to stop this act, but their prayers have not been able to put an end to it. Incidentally, many tend to divorce themselves from their dream selves. Some people believe that whatever happened in the dream is none of their business, it's not them, and all that. They don't try to see that there is a connection between their physical self and their dream sex. Divorcing yourself from your dream self is like divorcing yourself from your social media life. If you have a social media page on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, can you divorce yourself from that social media existence? Some of us exist on social media. Whether lifestyle you portray there is real or fake, can you divorce yourself from this physical self, from that social media life? So it's the same way. Can you divorce yourself from this physical self you are seeing and that dream self which you believe is not real? People who tend to divorce themselves from their dream selves, they do not see themselves having sex in the dream. They do not see this very act as a problem. Well, is there a scenario where having sex in a dream is not a problem? Yes, there is a scenario where having sex in the dream is not a problem. Before we proceed further, let's look at these possible scenarios where having sex in the dream is not a problem. Number one, when you are married and you see yourself having sex in the dream with your partner. Assuming you are married, you're a husband, you see yourself in the dream having sex with your wife, it's not a problem. You see, as a woman, you see yourself having sex in the dream with your husband, that is not a problem. Now, that's number one scenario. Number two scenario, when your partner is dead, when your wife or your husband is dead, and you still see yourself having sex with that partner that is dead. Assuming you're a woman, your husband is dead, but in the dream state, you still see yourself having sex. Your husband still come to have sex with you in the dream state. It is not bad. Now, I need to say this. I'm saying this as an Igbo person. As an Igbo person, we do not believe that death is till death do us part. It's a European cultural teaching, till death do us part. In Igbo cosmology, we do not believe that death separates marriage. To break a marriage, you have to go back to the process where that marriage was contracted to break it. So if your husband is dead or your wife is dead physically, it doesn't mean that the marriage has ended. The marriage still continues. So in that case, when there is no physical end to the marriage, when the partner dies, for example, what we call returning of the bride price, you do not return the bride price or whatever dowry that was paid on the woman's head, that marriage is still valid, or the woman's family did not return the money the husband's family paid. The marriage is still on, it's still valid. So for the fact that the marriage is still valid and one of the partner is dead, the marriage is still active. So one of the partners coming in the dream state to have sex is okay. There is nothing wrong with that. So in this kind of possible scenario, having sex in the dream, there is nothing wrong with it. Number three, when you are in a sexual relationship with someone physically, I don't know whether I should call this scenario boyfriend, serious boyfriend or fiancé relationship. You people are already having that sex physically. Maybe the person is your fiancé, the person is your serious boyfriend or your serious girlfriend. So in the dream state, you people are just doing what you normally do physically. In their both scenarios, having sex in the dream state is no worries. It is a case of what we Igbos called isimpi kadina pampi. Isimpi kadina pampi. It means that it's still the same 10 and 10 pence, or whatever it is, whatever was removed to the same to the new place that it was removed to. It's still the same owner. It's still the same owner. Uh-huh. That you remove something to a new place, but the new place is still owned by the person that owned the previous place it was removed from. Now let's look at the possible scenarios where having sex in the dream needs to be stopped. It becomes a source of concern. Sex is energy transmission. Energy transmission. Energy transmission. So you should be careful who you are transmitting your energy to, or who is tapping into your energy field. There is a process where your energy will be tapped into. It will be a corruption of energy or stealing of energy. So that's why you need to be careful whom you are having sex with in dream state, or who is trying to have sex with you in dream state. Possible scenarios where having sex in the dream is a problem. Number one, having sex with strangers. If you find yourself in dream state having sex with people you do not know, such sexual intercourse is a red flag. When people you do not know, this person is not a boyfriend, this person is not your husband, and you see yourself having sex with this person, a total stranger, you do not even know this person, you've not seen this person in your lifetime, then there is a problem. There is a problem. This is a source of red flag. It means you have no control over yourself. And that's why this person is coming in the dream state to take advantage of you. Number two, having sex with friends, mentors, seniors, you won't do such thing in the physical with. Some people in real life, in this real life, they have people they call mentors, or even their fathers in the Lord, or people they look up to. But they look up to those people in a positive way. They do not look up to those people as if they are trying to cultivate a friendship, or should I say an intimate relationship with those people. Perhaps they admire those people because of what they have been able to achieve in this physical existence. Maybe because of I use this example of at times pastors, how the person teaches the word of God and all those things, and you admire that person so much. But with time, you start noticing that in dream state, you see yourself having sex with this person, and you wake up, you think, what exactly is going on? Or should I say a student-teacher relationship. In the dream state, you're a student, you see yourself having sex with your lecturer, and you're like, what is going on? These people might even be married, and you are not married. It means that there is something wrong somewhere. You might even see yourself having sexual relationship in a dream state with your friend's husband. You might even be married, and your friend might be married, and you see yourself having sex with your friend's husband, or even a relation. Imagine see yourself having sex with your brother, your father in a dream. Something is wrong somewhere. So this kind of sex at times is an attack. It's not ordinary. Number three, being taken advantage of. This is in a dream state. You realize that you are being taken advantage of sexually by a force greater than you. You don't want such sexual intercourse, but you are incapable of stopping it in the dream state. Number four scenario, having sex with strange creatures. You see yourself having sex with animals, with creatures that are not even really human. A kind of well sexual exercise. There is a problem if if you're having this kind of scenario. Number five, when you are a sexual predator or sexual prey. Sex in most cultures is believed to be done or engaged between two consenting adults. In many cultures, this is seen as marriage. That sex is supposed to be done under the banner of marriage between two adults. That's marriage relationship. So when someone preys on another, a weak party, society sees this as rape. Now, what I'm trying to say about sexual predators and sexual prey is it means that some people are raped even in their dream. Some people are raped in their dream. Why others do the raping? They force others. What they see themselves doing in the dream state is forcing others to have sex with them. This state of affair is what I refer to as sexual preying or sexual predation. Now, if you are seeing yourself in all these scenarios that I've made mention of, it means that there is problem. There is problem. So the question is, how do you stop these scenarios? How do you stop these scenarios from existing, from happening? Because when there is a problem, that problem needs to be solved because you don't know what that problem is going to cost you, either now or in the future. Number one, how to stop these scenarios. Ekaro. We Igbos believe in Ekaro. Some of these scenarios I created is not something you stop with prayers. People most times pray. They don't know the limit of prayer. I don't care the religion you are. Prayer have its limits. So it's not something you stop with prayer. For it to be happening means you are weak. You need to understand this. And this is a life of survival of the fittest. So you need to be strong to survive. So when people pray on you because you are weak, all you need to do is to shore up your strength. So how to stop all these scenarios, all these processes I'm going to list are ways that you can conserve your energy or imbibe new energy. And one of them is what? Ekaro. Ekaro is an able process of shoring up someone's psychic energy or boosting up someone's psychic consciousness. Because most times, in many cases, when you have sex in the dreams, especially when you don't like it and it's happening, there are times that you see yourself. If you're a man, you might see a very beautiful lady trying to take advantage of you, and you are trying to stop it, but you cannot stop it. Even when you think that you've stopped it, you wake up, you realize that you didn't stop it. That physically you've even come or released. And if you're a woman, you see that you cannot stop it, that the person have taken advantage of you physically. What it shows is that you are weak. Ekaro is an able system of boosting one's psychic capabilities. It's a kind of a way of opening up one's body and using a right amount of mixtures that will be infused. It's like a kind of Igbo drip system. This helps you to be more stronger and alert in your psychic or dream state. You realize that people do not take advantage of you sexually. In fact, if it wants to happen, you wake up immediately. Before the person will try to do anything, you wake up immediately. It's not a state of when the thing has finished happening, you now wake up. Number two, ways you can stop these scenarios. Stop having indiscriminate sex physically. We are who we are physically in our dream state. The more you have indiscriminate sex with people physically, the more people can take advantage of you in your dream state sexually. Because you've not been able to stop it physically, you cannot stop it what? In the dream state. Is a problem. You don't need to, anybody you see physically, you feel that you're attracted to the person, you just have sex with the person. That's why there is marriage. Marriage kind of helps to curtail indiscriminate sexual intercourse. It believes that culturally or normally, how it's supposed to be, you should have sex within the confines of marriage, be it polygamy or monogamy. But once you start having sex indiscriminately because you like someone, because you feel that you have an emotional attachment with the person, that means in the dream state, you will not be able to curtail the people you have sex with. Number three, stay away from people with strong personalities who do not have good morals. If you see yourself getting attached physically, even when it's not intimate, I like this man, I like this person. You might even be watching football and you are very fanatic about a football player. Don't be surprised that in the dream state you see that footballer having sex with you in the dream. So being fanatic about people makes you weak. It weakens you in your dream state. It makes those people to take advantage of you in the dream state. It doesn't matter whether you've met that person physically or not. It doesn't matter. So physical fanaticism leads to psychic weakness. At times, the people we are fanatical about physically, we don't really know them personally to know if they are good. Because in life, Igbo say Anamado wa George. It means people always cover who they are. People always cover who they are. Many people who pretend to be good are not good. They are sexual perverts. But they don't write it on the face. Shakespeare said there is no art to show the mind's construction on the face. So many people are sexual perverts. Even those people who are preaching, who are fighting, who are condemning sexual perversion, or who are claiming to be a lot of those things that they are fighting against physically. Why they do all those things physically is a kind of a form of misdirection. So when you are fanatical about people physically, I don't care who those people are, whether they are artists, celebrities, and or whatnot, the tendency that they will take advantage of you spiritually in the dream state is high. So whenever you are beginning to like people, when it borders on, you start getting to the stage of fanaticism, be careful, because you are creating room for being taken advantage of sexually in the dream state. Number 4, purify your mind and space. Mind the content you consume physically, be it music, film, friends, blogs, social media sites. Purify your mind. Mind the content you consume physically. At times, things that we dedicate our time to might be sexually explicit, and it will help create conditions in our dream states that will attract us finding ourselves in positions, uncomfortable positions that if we wake up we might not be proud of. Number 5, raise your state of consciousness through daily egofo and nimuo. There is a reason communion exists, be it in all religion. Every religion have communion, a form of communion. In our Igbo system, it's daily eating of kola nut and once in a while cooking for your ancestors, your PowerPoint. These are the ways you boost your what? Psychic capabilities, your consciousness. As far as you engage in daily egofo means praying with kola nut and eating that kola nut with your and your ancestors. That way you are raising the bar of your psychic consciousness. That's the way they are always there available, helping you to be on guard, to alert you. So a person who is spiritually dense will be used sexually. Forget all this communion we people eat in the church. It will even weaken you. If you are Igbo, I will advise you to always stick to your Igbo system of communion. It will help you faster and more. This alien system weakens you. Once you start getting spiritually conscious, you start being in control both in your dream state and physical state. And once you're in control both in your dream state and your physical state, you see that you are conserving your energy, because each time you are having sex, you are dissipating your energy. It is that sexual energy that we dissipate that we should have been channeled to creative input. That's what we dissipate during sexual intercourse. We do not know this. Sexual energy is the highest form of energy. It's the highest form of creative energy. If you study what the Orientals call the Kundalini, you understand this. You see the serpentine energy lying in the phallus or in the ovary. So all you need to do is to charge it up and redirect that energy back to the crown chakra. So you don't need to be dissipating your energy, sexual energy, or allowing people to steal it in the dream state. Stop thinking there is a difference. There is no difference between the physical sex and the dream states. They are still the same thing. Some people claim they are virgin. You can be virgin physically, but are you virgin in the dream state? You are having sex every night in the dream and you claim you are virgin physically. You are not a virgin. Learn to conserve that energy, whether in the dream or physically. Thank you. Thank you for watching this video. If you like the video, please like, subscribe, and share. I would like to hear from some of you. If you have any question, please, you can reach me through the number on the screen or my email address or my other social media handles. Thank you. Thank you.